This past week, millions of people in Southern California have been living on shaky ground after the strongest earthquake to hit the L.A. area in 6 years. And then there have been hundreds of much more minor aftershocks since. The folks who live there are all too familiar with the many fault lines that run beneath them, including the very well-known San Andreas Fault. And now they're learning more about something called the Puente Hills Thrust Fault, which runs right through downtown L.A. And as NBC's Miguel Almaguer reports for us tonight, it has everyone's attention.
Every day, millions cross its path. The 25-mile Puente Hills Thrust Fault, which slices below L.A. neighborhoods, downtown skyscrapers, bridges, and freeways.
Southern California is the most likely source of a great earthquake, 7.8 or greater, in the United States at this point.
Seismologist Lucy Jones prepares for the inevitable. It may be the notorious San Andreas Fault that ruptures, but what worries her most is the Puente Hills Fault. A week ago today, a 5.1 on that fault broke water mains, cracked foundations, and triggered a rock slide. Experts say a 7.5, a big one here, would be catastrophic.
This was the epicenter of last week's quake, an LA suburb packed with middle-class homes. Experts say if the big one struck on the same fault line, 18,000 people could be killed, 750,000 left homeless.
The problem is bridges aren't built to modern earthquake codes, and hundreds of buildings are made of vulnerable concrete.
LA's iconic General Hospital had to be shut down in '94 after the Northridge earthquake. Now it's just medical offices. But within 5 miles of here, 6 other major hospitals could face catastrophic damage in a big quake, including Children's Hospital Los Angeles.
Just one building, LA's Hall of Justice, has taken 3 years and $250 million to retrofit. To shore up 11 critical bridges, another $400 million. The mayor fears the big one could be the biggest disaster in U.S. history.
We have to make sure that we minimize that by seeing fewer structures come down, minimizing the damages, and most importantly, the loss of life. What
we're trying to prevent is the end of Los Angeles. We don't do it in time, people will die.
It's impossible to predict when the next quake will strike, though experts agree the big one is certain to hit. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News, Los Angeles.
You may recall we started this week documenting the big new UN report on climate change and its impact around the world. We wanted to let you know Ann Curry has spent a year putting together a documentary on the effects of climate change, how the experts say the effects are already being felt across the globe. It airs Sunday night, 7, 6 Central here on NBC.